Jesus, the Miffin Cup happens again every year. We almost telegraphed this one last week on the show with the outsider coming home in late and winning it. But we are back here with Three the Pegs and Harry's back in the pod for this week. Sounds like Darren Lockyer. Looks like a sex pest. He is here and ready to go. Harry, how are you feeling?
Well, I feel exactly how Darren Lockyer would feel at the moment. Feeling like $1 million, mate.
Yeah, Sonic. It's good, mate. I'm good, mate. How good does that Miffin straight look on a sunny day? A lovely Miffin day with a packed crowd. It was good. It was good racing up there, and yeah, the roughie getting home. How good. Corbin Newman's first Group 1, and she's all happening up there. That's for sure.
Miffin Cup, always a great race leading into the Cup every year. But how did everyone's punting go over the weekend? Ups, downs, evens?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, we up, down, sideways, every direction you can go. And then finally just got slightly up, but nothing to rave home about. But I'm slowly getting there. The hole's getting less and less.
Harry, give us a story then. You're up.
I just got capped off pretty nicely by Le Creek. I got the old trifecta in that Group 1. So yeah, I was pretty stoked with that. I was definitely a few line rounds deep by that stage, and made my night all that more enjoyable.
Yeah, I didn't have too many bets. I was at work on Saturday, so I had a couple bets. Went down, put my last half a box of lime browns on Navajo, whatever I tipped out last week, and that came home. So we finished off about even for the day. This week's an even bigger week than last week and the week before and the week before that, because we have a jam-packed program of racing this weekend with the Everest, the Caufield Cup, the Livamol Classic, the Flying Stakes, and there is another big race that has all the Cup horses in it Friday night at Addington as well. Can't remember what the name of the race is right now. What races are we looking forward to most this weekend, lads?
Probably has to be the Everest for me. I'm going to go that the old gallops are just tipping the trots this weekend for me personally watching. So I don't say that too often, but I love the old Everest. Plenty of prize money floating around, and it's going to be an exciting old race.
Gary?
The Kosciuszko.
The Kosciuszko.
Don't ask me why. But
yeah. You know what the Kosciuszko is, Harry?
No idea.
So the Kosciuszko works a little bit like the Everest, but it's for country horses. So it's horses that don't usually race at Caufield and Randwick and Flemington and all of that. The ones that'll race it.
Slut, don't give him too much information, mate. The guy looks like he should be at a war hospital.
Mate,
trying to give the people the information, mate. But the Kosciuszko is a pretty cool race. Definitely one that you should be tuned into as well. That is race number 5 at Randwick. The Kosciuszko. Some decent horses in there, actually. Just taking a quick little look. Art Cadeau. It's Me. Front page. That one should definitely be an interesting one. I'm personally looking forward to the Everest as well. Richest race in Australian racing. Slot races are probably one of my favourite concepts in racing at the moment. And just the level of horses is usually pretty insane. So why don't we go ahead and touch on this meeting that's happening Friday night at Addington before we get into anything else?
Yeah, mate. Crack on.
You get into it. So you dig your boots in deep, mate. It's shaping up to be a nice race. I thought you were actually bringing the wee gadget up of the TOB split screen there, but we're still battling with those technical issues of what's going on. There we are. Yeah, we're away.
I had it here. I was just reading it off the belt, mate.
Well, usually that usually pops up first, and that's sort of the indicator to get stuck in. And I didn't see it. So
yeah, I was still getting ready, to be fair. Takes me a couple minutes.
I can't even read it.
Well, let's start off with the Flying Stakes Mobile Pace Group 1. Big horses, big race for the 3-year-olds.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, plenty of good horses going around of that age group, and we get them all lined up together. So it's going to be a ripper. I'm starting towards the old Republican Party here. I got a big opinion on it. I've got a few messages from actually Carter Dalgetty working him the other morning on Saturday morning, a bit hungover. So he said he was going well. So I'm happy to go that direction. And Republican Party for me.
Gary, any thoughts on this race?
Nah, mate. I've got no idea. I'll probably have a bid on about 5 of them if I can.
And 2 cups of Lemsip, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do really like Akuta. I think Akuta has probably made the right call this year in not going for the cup. It definitely could have taken it the next step forward, but they've held it back to the big 3-year-old races, take them all out here, win everything with Akuta, and take the cup on next year. Class horse. I did have questions around the barrier for Republican Party coming off the 21. Is it going to be a little bit harder for him to?
Yeah, I think we'll definitely need a bit of luck there, Snap. We will need some luck there, but I think he's good enough horse that if he does get a slight chance, then I think we'll be away. And Blair Orange obviously driving it, so we've got the right man in the sulky.
Yeah, I think if Akuta can get on speed and sort of hold them back, well, push them a bit, push the pace forward and hold them out, Akuta might be hard to beat. Other horses in this race, I don't really see much challenging them, apart from maybe this one of Dunn's back. But it is telling that John Dunn is driving Magic 4 and not back. So we'll see how that one goes. But my pick in this race is Akuta. What's yours, Liam?
Yeah, I'm going Republican Party. Happy to go with that. And Gaz, don't let Snut push you otherwise. What did you like in this?
I liked Franco Matt because I think I've been on it before and it won. So I'll take.
No, say the real reason. Say the reason you said before, Harry.
Because I like the name.
Nothing wrong with that, Gaz.
Enough.
I've seen plenty of females with a lot of money by betting on names.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very true. It is getting into females looking at race books, throwing the pen at the wall. You know what they should do on like Cup Day is just have dartboards of race form set up. Give the chick a dart, throw it at the dartboard, see what happens. And I think a lot of them will be coming home with money.
Mate, they missed the fucking dartboard.
There'd be a few health and safety concerns around that. But I mean, some of them take a lot more money home than me, to be fair, and I think I do the form usually. So that's punting.
Yeah. If I can sit down and do the form for like 3 hours without getting distracted, I can usually get up like decent. But if I don't have the time to sit down and fully read through it and watch races, watch replays and things like that, it does make it a little bit harder. But we're here for it. And we're also here for the Caufield Cup on Saturday, which is race number 9 at Caufield. And look at this. I got it back.
Here we are. We're away here.
Smoking Romans. Smoking Romans is the favourite, $4.20 and $1.80. Bendow. Is it? How do you say? Is it Bendow?
No, it's Richard Bino.
It's Bino.
Yeah,
Bino. Yeah. 12th man, Richie Bino.
Yeah,
that's bad from me. It's by Baggy Green, so yeah, that makes sense. Knight's Order, Numeron. I think there's a couple smokies in here down this field that could give this one a bit of a show. What are you guys' thoughts on this race?
Jamie Carr, absolutely. She's gonna win it.
Yeah, I know why you're going on her boat there, Gaz, and it's has nothing to do with the horse.
Is that the same reason you like Franco Mac? You like the look of its name, or?
Well, I like to look at Jamie Carr.
Natalie's driving that one too, and no, better get away from that. That's a slippery slope, but no, there's plenty in this actually start. There's there is a few smoky ones that could probably run a pretty good trip, and a few Europeaners actually, and I'm going to go with a Europeaner, the old Knights Order. I think it's a Europeaner, but with Guy Waterhouse. So I'm happy to go with him. I think he'll bring some pretty good form and like it wet. So that should be no issue, and I think it'll be just like a European sort of drizzly bit of a day, and the track will reflect that. So I'm going to go Knights Order. I think good enough and at reasonable odds. So I'm happy to go that way. So yeah.
Smoking Roman. Oh, you go, Harry. You go.
Number 2. Yeah.
How do you say that one, mate?
Oh, I don't know. Deuces. Yeah, it's going to be soft. It's going to win.
Yeah. It does have soft track form. 3-1-1, $13 and $4 a place. Definitely in with a chance because of how this race usually pans out. It's a bit of a staying contest. Does Smoking Romans have that distance up its sleeve? Yes, it has got 2 seconds over this distance, but that doesn't mean a crazy amount when it's the Caufield Cup we're talking about here. Weirder things have happened.
It'll be interesting to see how this race plays out. It'll be a bit snut too. Will they go pretty firm up front and then and it'll be just a staying contest, which I think it will turn into that, especially on the track. Like the toes aren't going to be able to pick up quite an amount of ground that they usually do in the dry. So I think that's why I swayed towards Knights Order. It's a thorough stayer, and Guy Waterhouse knows how to train a stayer. So he's in real good nick. I'm happy with his form he's leading in with. So yeah, I just think it was going to be a proper staying test and good lead and race to a few of these ones probably going towards the Melbourne Cup.
Hey mate, I think it's Gay.
Well,
Waterhouse.
I say Guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's Gay, mate.
Potato.
I really like Smoking Romans mainly because of the weight. It's carrying 51s, and if it's going to be a wet track, then that weight's really going to help it bring back a couple lengths. Then it may lose. Decent draw. I think Knights Order's probably going to suffer from being out in that car park a little bit. Got to come across, and especially in a staying race where if it's going to be a decent click up front, I want to be on Smoking Romans because it's going to be close to the front and it's a little bit further in the day, so the track's going to be a bit beat up, harder to run on. It's Smoking Romans for me here. Gary?
Yeah, I told you number 2. Deuces.
Deuces. Right.
Deuces.
Got one more.
Obviously got a big opinion on it. Gazza there, plenty to talk about there.
Yeah, I like it. Gotta go well.
That's all you need to know.
Gary's got a bit of a cold. Oh, I don't want to look at this bloody punting offer. I don't care. I already punt too much.
We do get the old what was it? The money back. First 5 races, or I can't keep up with the deals that TAB's whipping out. They must be making too much money if they're offering that up.
Yeah, bonus back on all races at Hastings. Back to 5th. Which is
back to 5th. Jesus Christ.
Back to 5th. So you can pretty much.
I'm punting roughies all day on the first 5.
Oh, come on, you've never punted a roughie in your life, mate.
Bullshit.
Have a seat.
Jesus.
Speaking of Hastings, we've got the Livamol Classic over the 2-4 on Saturday at 2:46 p.m. This is the big New Zealand Group 1 we've got this weekend. Prez Defer, Vernon Mead, Defibrillate, Mustang Valley. Just ask me. Who do we have here, boys? Tell us why.
I think all the money's coming for Mustang Valley. I think a lot of it's them see it just clear cut that Mustang Valley's won this. I do like the ownership of Mustang Valley. Met a couple of them Cup Day last year, so they're good fellas. But I'm going to sway against that, and I'm going to go praise Defer. I just think he was phenomenal last start, running on nicely and just battled away. And I think it's going to be a bit of a battle, these two. So I think he's got plenty of guts, and he'll give Mustang Valley a good run for his money. So I'm happy to go with praise Defer. I just think it's Mustang Valley's a little bit short for me. I know he's class horse, and I think he's a wet sort of specialist. So the heavier the ground, probably the better for him. But praise Defer's shown form on heavy ground as well. So I'm happy to stick with praise Defer. I punted him last week, and I'm happy to go on him again this week.
Harry?
I've actually got 2 in this race. I think Mustang Valley's probably going to win. It's just pretty classy. And then I'm going to have a bit of money on Just Ask Me. It's pretty much a swimmer. That horse loves the wet track. And I'll probably go a little bit of money each way on it, I think.
Yeah, good call, Harry. I like that for each way play, definitely on Just Ask Me. I am sticking to my guns. I'm going to praise Defer again. I really did like its third that it got the other week in the Group 1. It's going to probably be a soft, I reckon. I think it's going to come up soft. We know that it's got this capability to run at this level. I think Mustang Valley will be a little bit tested here. Different caliber of horses in this race. So I'm with Praise Defer. Tiak out, cutting it up as always. I just don't think he'll get beaten here. Speaking of Tiakau, lads, Jamie Richards got his first winner in Hong Kong. The only man to leave Happy Valley happy yesterday.
Yeah, how good's that, mate? That's phenomenal work and a quick turnaround too. He's only had 2 or 3 starts over there, so that's great stuff from Jay Richardson, and good on him.
I hope Danielle Johnson's doing well.
Yeah. We'll probably get cancelled for comments like that, but no, that's great chat, Kaz.
I was just looking out for her. She had a bad fall a wee while ago, didn't she? Just make sure that she's doing well.
Yeah, no, she looked like she's doing all right. The videos I seen, Gaz. So,
that's great. That's all I want to hear.
Right,
mate. Tiakau shat the bed last week, didn't they? Holy heck! They had about 4 runners in every race. They only had about 2 winners.
Yeah, they did. You're right, Gaz. Actually, yeah. They were supposed to line up about 10 in one race. I seen first at Matter had about 10 race, 10 in the race. I think about 6 of them got scratched in the end.
Well, I think the fact that they were swimming instead of running around that track didn't help those Tiakau horses that were pretty well placed for that meeting. But
yeah,
this might be a bit of a sort of a back and forth sort of a comment, but I think Tiakau missing Jamie Richardson a little bit.
Absolutely,
yeah.
I think you're
spot on. I don't know if the transition went quite as smoothly as they thought.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that a little bit. I think that these horses are going to be they're still class horses. I just think the different training styles of the different trainers and things like that has affected them more than we think, and it'll show. I don't think we'll see it mark at his best right now, but we'll give him a year or two because it's a completely new thing, taking over a stable that big. You give them a year, and they've still won Group 1's this season. They're going to win more this season. They are missing him, but they're not missing him by much in the top end. It might be that middle to low end where the effects are felt the most.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the Everest, mate.
Yeah.
I've got it here. It's ready to go. I thought you were going to have a comment about that, Harry.
Gaz needs
to get back on the IV drip.
Yeah, absolutely. Something stronger, please.
Yes.
We'll put on Jamie Carr highlights for you, Harry.
Absolutely.
Right, Harry. Break down your Everest here, mate. What do you see happening?
No, I think Nature Strip should probably win it, but I'm not going to bet on it. I'm probably going to bet on Eduardo or Jacquino. Yeah. I don't know why. I just really like Eduardo. It's pretty classy. Paying $10. Why not? It's going to be wet, obviously, in Sydney, so yeah. Fantastic.
Is it the name? The name?
No, nothing to do with the name for this one.
All right, what's the confidence scale?
I'm going to say 7.5.
7.5 lime brown cans.
Yeah.
Liam, what do you think about this race?
I'm going Masked Crusader, I think. I'm pretty happy to go with him. I think he might just get a nice wee trip in behind Nature Strip. I think Nature Strip will come across, and I think we might just get tucked in behind him. And I think we'll get a nice wee trip there, and I think he'll come over the top of them. So I'm pretty happy to go with him. He's been racing in reasonable form as he does, and he's got that turn of foot that can explode over the line. I know the weather's going to have a little bit of impact on that, but I think he's sort of got that talent that he can still run those sectionals in the wet. So, and I think it'll be a pretty genuine pace up front. I know it's only 1,200 metres and they're flogging it the whole way, but I think it will be pretty genuine. So I can see him, if he gets a nice trip behind Nature Strip, just peeling off and going over the top of them. So look for him late. But there is some lovely horses in this race. And as Gaz said, Nature Strip probably, in the form he's been in phenomenal form. So I think he should be deserved favourite, and the price has shown that. But I just got a few doubts about him. But that gate, I know J-Mac's got no issues with him, but I'm just happy to go with Masked Crusader.
Perfect. Before I break down what I have, is Nature Strip too short? $1.90.
No, they'll give us the boosted odds for it, won't they? It'll go out to 250 or something ridiculous, won't it?
Yeah, but that's not the point, Harry. If you get the boosted odds, you get the boosted odds. But Lost and Runnings is the next favourite.
Mate, you're muted.
we've lost the tech guru.
Mate, you muted yourself.
Fuck's happened? I don't even know.
Oh, mate.
We're back again.
I'm not touching it, and it'll just mute itself. I don't fucking know.
This show's gone to the pat.
Right, is Nature Strip too short with Lost and Running being $7?
No.
I don't think it is. No, it's a phenomenal form, and you can't fault its prep or anything. So I don't think it is. And the way they're talking, they got no issues with the barrier draw. 1,200 metres. I mean, he'll just get across whenever he wants to. It's not going to be like he's going to be left out in the wind for too long, is he? So, and we've seen him like battle some wins out of him. You know, he's got that ability. He's rock hard fit. So I don't think he's too short. I wouldn't take him probably at that price because I don't like anything under $2. But that's just me, Pat.
$2.
We're not here to tip out $1.70 favourites. We're here to make a bit of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not here to fuck spiders. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Snap, mate, you're frozen there as well.
What's going on here?
I'm not a tech guru. I'm trying my best, okay?
It looked like that movie, you know, that new movie come out, that Horror the Smile one. Where he just had this grin on that sort of looked like you were going to go Jeffrey Dahmer on us and sort of stab us up.
Wouldn't leave my kids around them, that's for sure.
Nah, shit, nah.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck yeah. I like Mazuda Place. Good heavy track form, likes the distance, likes the course. Just think it might be a little bit far away on the speed front, but I think definitely Place could be good for it. For a win, yeah, Nature Strip. I think Nature Strip, yeah. Lost and Running, yeah. I don't know. I'm a place better in this race. I don't like backing these massive races, but if I had to, Eduardo.
Mate, take it back.
I go Eduardo, and I like Marzu to place.
Good man, Eduardo.
That'd be where I'm going. Right, out of all of the races we've talked about, who are you most confident on?
I'm going to go Republican Party, but there was another one I just wanted to quickly touch on that big odds. The Falcon. I thought that was long odds. I know it's probably hasn't been in red hot form of late, but I think back to the draw and one, it's been off the stand. I think this will suit it. So yeah, I think at long odds, I think I'd be happy to take the $6 as a place. So yeah, that's just one of my wee roughies for the weekend. But no, Republican Party would be my best. I think all signs lead to that, and yeah, I'm hoping it will knock over the bigger Kuta.
Gary?
I'm going to say just ask me in the Livamol.
I'm going against you. I'm going against you, Harry. I'm going PDF, Prez, Defer, and the Livamol, taking that one out. I'm not that confident on the ones in Aussie, to be fair. Anything else before we sign the show off for this week, lads?
Go the Kiwis on Sunday morning. Get up the Kiwis.
Who we got, Gaz?
Oh, fucking Lebanon or something like that.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, that'll be a real tough old battle.
Yeah,
they'd be like you, mate, in the trenches.
The blokes got bigger nose, mate. They have humongous nose, those blokes. They might as well be sniffer dogs.
Right. Let's get out of here. Follow us on Instagram. We'll check up some stories of our best bets for Saturday. Right, we'll be through the pigs. See you later.
Cheers.